Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukenessmonster. Today we have a super exciting StarWars of BlackSeries news video to get into, and that's because if you didn't know, Hasbro actually held a live stream today where they revealed 4 brand new BlackSeries figures. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Really quick though, at 20,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away this Force Unleashed 3-pack, and we are getting super close to that number. So if you do want a chance to win, make sure to 1, subscribe to the channel, because you do have to be subscribed to enter, and 2, once we hit 20,000 subscribers, I'll release a giveaway video. All you have to do is comment on that video to enter. Anyway, onto the video. So first up for reveals, we actually don't have any like official glam shots or press releases for these figures yet, so as soon as we do get those, I will cover them here on the channel and I'll post all these photos so you guys can see. But right now we do have some limited photos to work with, so I do apologize for that. But first up, we actually have a 2-pack, a part of the Lucasfilm publishing line, which is really exciting because we haven't seen anything a part of the Lucasfilm publishing line in a few years now. I believe the last thing that we got was the 4-pack from The Last Command, and so that was a few years ago, and so it is really cool to finally see the Lucasfilm publishing line return. The first one of the 2 that we did get revealed is actually Cav, and he is a really interesting looking stormtrooper. He does have this kind of like big chest harness, which actually has 3 holsters for vibro knives, and so that is just really cool looking. He also does have a like Winter Soldier like robotic arm, and I also think that looks super cool. But then of course his defining feature are the 2 like giant like scratches or cuts or whatever on his helmet. I think that is looking great as well. And then he also does have looks like maybe some kind of modified B1 battle droid blaster or separatist blaster, so he is a really dang cool looking member here of Squadron, and yeah, I'm really excited to get this guy. He just looks like a special ops stormtrooper. The next member that we got a part of this 2-pack is Misty, and he seems to be like just a standard stormtrooper with a cloak. He is, I think, the sniper of the group, but yeah, he's looking great. I do like this kind of cloak. It does have this red stripe going down the back of the hood, and as far as you know, other defining features about him, it looks like he does have some kind of like knife sheath on his ankle, and then some other like bits and pieces of like straps and other things that just kind of make him look special ops. For the most part, this is going to be the most standard looking stormtrooper of the bunch, other than of course that cloak. The cloak is the defining feature, but yeah, he's also looking great as well, and I'm sure this one was a pretty easy reuse for Hasbro. But yeah, he looks great, and I do like that brand new sniper mold. Here is a look at the box and the packaging. I think this is looking great. That's one of the coolest things about the Lucasfilm publishing line is just the boxes. It's got that really nice comic book like cover on the front of the box, and it's got some more artwork on the inside. So Lucasfilm publishing line has some amazing artworks, and I do really like this box. And I do believe this is the first time we've ever gotten a Lucasfilm publishing 2-pack. We've gotten single releases and we've gotten a 4-pack, but I believe this is the first 2-pack we've ever gotten. So really excited about that. The pre-order for this has not gone up yet. It actually won't go up until early 2026, and so we don't have an official date yet, so don't worry if you're like rushing to get this thing pre-ordered. The pre-order isn't up yet. I will let you guys know as soon as we get an official date so that I'll cover it here on the channel. As far as remaining members of Squadron that we still need, there are 7 total members, which means that we need 3 more still. The first one that we need is member Aero, spelled A-E-R-O. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but I think that's pretty close to what it is. And he is a really cool looking stormtrooper. He does kind of have this like tubing going from his helmet down to his belt, so if I had to guess, this guy's more of like a jetpack kind of trooper. I don't know for sure. I haven't read the comics. I would love to get into them though. And then he also does have the like dual pistols, which I think is super sweet. So he does have a unique helmet, and he's definitely one of the ones I'm most excited for out of the members that we have left. The next member is Zook, and Zook is the big guy. He obviously is a much bigger character than the rest of them, so he would pretty clearly be a deluxe figure, and overall he's got a really nice looking design. I'm not too sure if they're going to try and reuse some pieces from Wrecker, or if they're going to make a completely brand new sculpt for this guy. I'm not too sure. I don't think they could get away with too much reuse and actually make it look good, so I would hope they would make a completely brand new sculpt for this guy. But yeah, he is a big beefy boy. It's what we like to call the big characters here on the channel. He's looking great, and he's one I would love to see in figure form. And then the last member that we need is Sharp, and he is like a flamethrower trooper. He does have another unique helmet, very cool looking helmet, and he also has a ton of color on him. He's got all these like red, kind of like, I don't know if it's like cloth or panels or what. It doesn't really look like armor to me, but he's got a lot of red details up his arms and legs, so he's definitely the most colorful stormtrooper of the bunch, but I think he looks great. So yeah, these are the 3 figures that we need left to complete Scar Squadron, and I'm really excited for this. I wasn't really sure if they were going to try and complete the squad, because Mike was the last one that we got a few years ago, and then we went 2 years without seeing any figures, so seeing these 2 figures makes me really think they are going to complete the squad, which is really great news. The next set that we got is another 2-pack, and it is actually a Clones of the Republic 2-pack, and this one is pretty exciting. I'm not really sure how people are feeling about this one, because I think a lot of people are going to be either hit or miss, and I haven't seen a ton of audience reaction yet, so I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. But the first figure in this 2-pack is Koon, and specifically it is his Clone Wars appearance, so he does have the Clone Wars gauntlets, which I think this figure is looking really, really great. Now, this figure does just reuse the exact same body that we saw with the Clone Wars Mace Windu in the first Clones of the Republic set, and so because of that, he does have pinned legs, which is a little bit of a bummer. I really would like to see them make some brand new legs that are completely pinless. I know we did see a bunch of brand new Jedi legs for the Acolyte, and so I don't see any reason why they couldn't just throw some Acolyte legs on like this upper torso or something. But regardless, it would just be nice to see an upgrade, because we keep seeing pinned legs in 2025 and on to 2026, and we should just be far past pinned legs at this point. And as far as the actual figure goes, I think this is great. I'm all for getting Jedi Masters remade for their Clone Wars appearances. I'd love to see a Kit Fisto with his like clone gauntlets from his Clone Wars appearance. I'd love to see as many Jedis you want to put out on like this Mace Windu gauntleted body. I'd love to see, because I think it's really cool, and it's great to get different versions of Jedi in the line. I like the standard robed version and the armored Clone Wars version, so give me any version of these in the line. I know some people are going to be upset about that. Some people don't necessarily want 27 Plo Koons, but I think it's cool, and I'd take as many as they want to make. Then the other figure in the 2-pack is a brand new Commander Wolffe, and I think this is huge for the Black Series. The original Commander Wolffe genuinely sucks. It came out on the 2013 clone body, so it's got the double jointed pinned knees and elbows, and so it is just a brutally horrible figure that I really, really wanted to like, and I just couldn't. I had such a hard time liking it, and so I am beyond happy to see an updated 2023 bodied version of this character. I think he is an essential character for as far as like clones go and clone troopers go, even like Clone Wars characters. He is essential to the line, and I am really happy that we did get a remake of him here going into 2026. I think my only complaint is that the head sculpt on the original version was really, really good. I thought the Tamora Morrison likeness was great. I thought the scar on the eye was killer, and I don't think they quite lived up to the expectations of the first one. I think the first one was slightly better as far as face sculpt goes, so we'll have to wait till we get it in person to actually compare the two, but I do think the first one looks a little bit more realistic, and it's got a lot more detail around that scar. So we'll have to see. I'd love to know what you guys think of this down below. Do you want a new Commander Wolffe in the line, or do you prefer the old one? And I think the real question is, would you have preferred a standard Wolffe pack trooper rather than a Commander Wolffe? I would love to know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments below. That is going to do it for this video though, so if you did enjoy, the like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.